Today I'm going to be showing you guys the exact necessary fundamentals and steps and requirements you guys need to successfully make money online making Fortnite maps, just like this game here called TikTok Pillars, which has amassed 29,000 players and it's already made a grand total of $350,000. This course is going to be the greatest video you ever see in Fortnite map making history. In this video, you're going to be needing to join the Discord, which is a community of like-minded people all making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single month online making Fortnite maps. And just for a special offer, everyone who joins this Discord in the link in the description for the next 24 hours will be given a pre-made successful map that they can literally just repost at the palm of their fingertips and make thousands of dollars a month. So what are you waiting for? Join the Discord in the link in the description. Without further ado, let's make you guys all rich online making Fortnite maps with this free course. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, so how do I actually make money online making Fortnite maps? Davey, what is a Fortnite map? How do I get started? How do I achieve the same success just like you are? Well, if we head on into this website here called Fortnite GG, I'll retype it in so you guys can understand. It's right here, Fortnite GG. What you guys can essentially do is get an estimate of how much people are actually making. This is the website where you guys want to be tracking how much money online the best maps are making on a day-to-day basis. Because if we look here, this map right here by Hive, 1v1 with every gun, has 52,000 players, right? That was its peak. And it's making over $1,100 every single hour, which is $25,000 a day. And if you put that into calculations, that is around $1 million a month. That is unheard of for a video game company giving out money to the fans and consumers making products in their game. Never has that ever happened. And that is why Fortnite is giving out 40% of their monthly income and revenue that they make per month to the top people inside of the space making maps. I'm one of those people included. If you guys look here, the average map creator has an average map count of 7, which means that every map they make, they're only making on average 7 maps before they quit, which means there's a lot of financial upside and return for you guys to get inside of this industry. Because if we look here, only 13 people have made over $10 million, which means that that's $130 million that they gave out last year just on 10 people. Okay, that means you guys can fully capitalize on the actual benefits of making maps. But to actually get started, all you guys have to do is search up Fortnite Epic Games Launcher. And essentially what that is the platform where you're going to download UEFN, which stands for Unreal Editor for Fortnite, which allows you to actually build games. Of course, guys, you do have to be 18 years of age to actually get started, but you guys already know that. But if you want to bypass this, literally just use your parental guardian information. It is really not that hard. A lot of people confuse it. They think, oh, I got to spend money. Oh, I got to be a certain age. You can literally bypass it with your parental guardian information. Show them this video. I'm sure they'll be more than motivated to want to help you when they see the financial upside of making maps. So once you guys have actually downloaded the Epic Games Launcher, all you literally have to do is open it up and go ahead and go to the search bar at the top here, and you will search up Unreal Editor for Fortnite, just like this. Unreal Editor for Fortnite. Like I said, guys, this video is going to be completely run unedited, so if I stutter, bear with me. I like to keep it authentic. I like to keep it all fresh. But like I said earlier, guys, everybody who joins the Discord will get a pre-made free map that they can literally just repost. So I'm going to be choosing this Pillars map right here and posting it and showing you guys how much money I'm actually making. And if you guys want these maps as well, literally just join the Discord so you guys can get yourself started, because that's what we're going to be doing. Why would you not join? It's completely free. And we have a whole network of people making millions of dollars a month inside of here, where we're going to hop onto UEFN and show you guys exactly how to actually learn UEFN. How do I actually make a map? What am I looking at? I'm going to show you guys exactly what you guys need to know. If you don't know, I just launched a brand new program called the Fort Mafia Inner Circle, where you can get connected to 6 to 7 figure Fortnite map creators, network with influencers and celebrities, master UEFN and verse coding, pre-made, ready to post templates, and more, which is in the link in the description. Okay, so we are inside of UEFN. For all of you guys watching this video, some of you are familiar with UEFN. A lot of you guys don't understand what you're looking at, right? So this is exactly what you guys need to get yourself started. UEFN is the platform and the playground to actually allow yourselves the capability to make Fortnite maps and profit off of it. So this is the map that we're going to be loading into, okay? So what I want you guys to do is go into island templates. We're going to load into a flat XL grid island. I'm going to walk you down exactly what you need to do to make maps. Then I'm going to load into the free maps so you can get in the Discord and post them and show you how they're making thousands of dollars for everybody inside of the Discord and just people on Fortnite making maps themselves. Because why would you not want to save yourselves time and the headache of making maps where you can literally just post a map that's already made for you and innovate off of it? Like I said, guys, the discovery will impact the results of your map if you just upload it flat out. You have to be specific with the criteria and details that you want to transmit inside of your Fortnite island. You actually have to be super specific when you guys are making your maps. It needs to be out of the ordinary. It doesn't have to be so niche, but it does have to have a lot of details, colorful engagement, and it needs to be actually appealing to players when they're actually making your maps, which will show you a replica of what I actually mean. But pretty much what you guys want to do when you load into UEFN, WASD, this is what's going to guide you through UEFN when I'm moving. And you hold the right click on the mouse, right? And you can move around and panel through. If you guys want to change your camera speed, you can go to the top right over here. You'll move around. And here at the bottom right, we have the content drawer. This is pretty much all of the contents that Fortnite has in store for us, which we can literally just drag out. For example, if we want to drag out AI or audio devices, we can literally just drag it out just like this, right? And we can move these arrows here and it will move it up and down and left and right. My webcam may be covering it, but right here it is scaling, as you can see, right? And if you guys want to scale it here, you can right here. But this is essentially how you guys want to be making your maps. And of course, if you want to copy and paste things, hit Control-C, Control-V, and you can drag things across just like this and copy and paste all of the items inside of your world. But that is not what we're here to do today. I'm here to load into the free pre-made maps to help yourselves get started. And we're going to load into this realistics map right here. Here we go. So we're going to load into this nice, awesome realistics map that you guys can literally get for completely free. Obviously, guys, I have mentoring and coaching if you guys need that help and assistance to propel yourselves forward on your map making journey, on your rise to power, on your rise to success, and making money when you guys are making your maps. We have 220 students inside of the Fort Mafia Inner Circle, one-time payment, while I will mentor and coach you and show you all of the unique strategies and secret tips that you guys need to propel your Fortnite map making journey and make yourselves more money online. So if we go here, here's the realistic Fortnite map, okay? This is what you guys need to be building when you guys are making your maps. This is a full island that you guys can actually have. I'm going to load into another one because, quite frankly, this one isn't as good as the ones that you guys can choose from in the Discord, of course. We'll go into this red versus blue one. This is the actual most profitable maps that are making the most money. These are the most generic, but they also have the most high returns and profitability when you guys are actually making your islands inside of Fortnite. Because the top red versus blue guy, he's in the Discord. He's made over $20 million with literally just one Fortnite map. Okay, so there's obviously a lot of benefit when you guys are making your islands and experiences for kids to play, because you guys are making games for kids at the end of the day. You have to realize that we're creating core childhood memories for these kids that are playing your maps, okay? So here we have this map right here, red versus blue. Sometimes the computer will freeze on you, and this happens at any computer. When you're first loading into a project, it has to render all of the shaders and scripts and assets right here at the bottom right. And then you can load into here, and here we have a nice Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker, red versus blue. This is perfect for May the 4th be with you, Star Wars Day, which is why people are posting these maps and making thousands of dollars a day, making islands and experiences for kids to play, right? So here we have this nice, beautiful map here, which you guys can get into Discord. And of course, guys, obviously I have tutorials where I can educate you guys, but this is essentially how you guys want to be getting started. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure to claim your free pre-made map in the Discord in the link in the description. It's been a pleasure having you watch this content. Let me know what types of videos you guys want to see next in the comments down below. It's been your boy Davey Davis. Click the last video on the screen. Businesses and sponsorships, you can reach out down below. Just send me a text message. You got my email. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace. If I had exactly $0 in my bank account and I was trying to learn how to make Fortnite maps, this is exactly what I would do. Because if you guys are looking at my screen, this map right here called Mic Up Party Royale has averaged 4,850 players and has made a grand total of over $776,000. This guy started from exactly nothing, and there's thousands and thousands of people who are in the exact same position that you were. So today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to make your own Fortnite map starting with $0 to make yourselves thousands of dollars a month, like these games here that you can see, that you guys can literally just copy at the palm of your fingertips. Because I'm going to be jumping right into Fortnite and show you guys tips and strategies while I'm building the games to show you guys how to replicate them. I'm going to go into Fortnite to show you exactly how to build them yourselves. But of course, guys, join the Discord in the link in the description to get your very first pre-made successful map to make thousands of dollars a month. Let's get right into the video. So if you guys look here, Disney acquired Epic Games for $2.1 billion, mind you, last year. And this was to create the metaverse expansion inside of Fortnite and bring literally anything possible to life in Fortnite map making and UEFN. So the pretty much reason on why this actually happened is because Epic Games saw a vision in Disney and Disney saw a vision in Epic Games. Two companies can't coexist, both competing at each other. Epic Games is clear tell on what they're trying to do. They're trying to copy Roblox and all of these digital platform games to build a metaverse expansion inside of Fortnite. Now, what does that propose? What does that mean? A lot of people don't entirely know. Only time will tell, okay? So with that out of the way, how does one actually make a Fortnite map? Well, what I want you guys to do is head on over to Google and search up Fortnite Epic Games Launcher. This is going to allow you to actually download Fortnite in the Epic Games Launcher and allow you to actually access UEFN to start building your own games and making money online. So as soon as you guys have actually downloaded the Epic Games launcher, you guys can go ahead and search up Fortnite, okay? I know a lot of you guys probably already have it on your consoles, machines, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever. You most definitely need to install it, okay? So once you have downloaded Fortnite, the next thing you need to install is the Unreal Editor, okay? So pretty much the Unreal Editor for Fortnite allows you to actually build these metaverse games inside of Fortnite, which is why people are making thousands and millions of dollars a year making games. So now that you've downloaded both necessities and required features to actually get started making games, you guys definitely need to grab the free code that we're going to be using throughout this tutorial that will show you guys how to actually build games and capitalize and make thousands of dollars a month. So all we have to do is go ahead and go to my Discord server, and we're going to download the game manager. This is going to allow you to fully customize your worlds and experiences when you're actually making games. And now we can go ahead and safely launch UEFN. You don't have to worry because the Discord is completely free in the link in the description of this video. So as soon as we're loaded into UEFN, what I want you guys to do is go to Island Templates and load a flat XL grid island. You guys can call this whatever you want. I'm just going to leave the default naming and go ahead and press create. Now, once you're loaded inside of your XL grid island, with the code copy and pasted from my Discord server, all we have to do is just copy and paste and put it inside a verse, which is very, very easy to do. Okay, all we have to do is go to verse right here and copy and paste the code. It is not a full requirement, but it is essential to learning the fundamentals and elements of UEFN to help you get started. Because if you guys are looking to move around in UEFN, WASD, and you guys can toggle your camera speed, which will allow you to move a lot more faster. Because I know a lot of you guys are having tough times inside of UEFN and actually building games. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you a bare basic tutorial on how to actually get started and navigate what you're actually looking at and seeing. First off, this is the outliner. This is all of the features and elements that are inside of your world. For example, if I go to the content drawer here, the content drawer pretty much allows you to access all of the files inside of Fortnite and drag out whatever you want, just like these devices right here. Okay, so if we go here, here is the island settings. We can go ahead and drag this out. This is like the customizations where when you kill someone, you get siphoned. You can add all the health modulators. It is fully functional for everyone. All right, hope that explains a lot. And pretty much what we're doing is dragging it up and down with these arrow keys. So if you guys look here, let's just say we didn't have the island settings device here. All we have to do is search up island, and it's exactly right here. Okay, so this is pretty much like your search tool to find the stuff that you've put down in the map, because a lot of the times you will need to hide stuff under the map. And here we have the camera of where it's actually angled. If you look at the bottom right here, as soon as I actually move it up and down, it is showing the perspective of the device to show you it is not lost, it is more than found, and you can find it wherever you are. Okay, so right now I'm about to load into my own custom island that I built myself, handcrafted, so you guys can replicate and emulate the same success. And obviously, these games are listed for literally $15 on my Patreon, where it's literally 25 games for only $15. But I want to show you guys how you guys can go inside of UEFN and Fortnite and replicate the exact game. Because if you guys look here, we have custom backgrounds, we have reload weapons, crosshairs, custom music, game speed, FOV changer, first person. How is this actually made? How can you guys do the same? All right, because even if we go on Fortnite GG, we know that people are making millions and millions of dollars. But what are they actually building? Well, we know that it's the 1v1 games. That is the most popular genre in the entirety of Fortnite, because it's super competitive and action-packed and fast-paced. Well, that sounds all good to me, Davey, but how do I actually get innovative ideas? Like, we see all these genres of games here. They seem pretty basic to me. It looks like these are not really hard to do. That's what you guys might think. But how are people getting ahead of the curve and not only making more money online, but indeed innovating the space and genre of map making, what it stands to be, and crushing their competitors in their path? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you, because if you guys go into ChatGPT, this is the baby mama of how to get brilliant Fortnite map ideas inside of your games to capitalize and make money online making Fortnite maps. So pretty much all you guys have to do to get genius and unexplainable amazing ideas is search up key 3 elements that you enjoyed and were satisfied to do as a kid. So for me, this is what I'll ask. Create me similar Fortnite maps around Skylanders, basketball, and soccer. These are the 3 things that I used to play. And you also want to highlight the key feelings when you're actually making the games, because these are the exact perceptions and feelings that kids will have when they're playing your games, because they're young. You guys got to remember that we're creating games for younger people, and we're literally creating and forming their childhood and future identity when they become an adult. So all you guys have to do is search up create me similar games to whatever genres or ideas that you guys like, and base it off of Fortnite maps that are popular today. And as soon as you press enter, this is exactly where the magic happens. Because if you guys are looking at my screen, here are 3 Fortnite map ideas based on Skylanders, basketball, and soccer, while incorporating elements that are popular and trendy in Fortnite today. So here we have the first one, Skylanders inspired adventure map. PvE, PvP Skylanders adventure with elemental islands, fire, earth, water, air, mixed with tilted towers and puzzles and elements and AI bosses, and the last survivor wins the game. And Sky Stadium, where it's a fast-paced futuristic basketball game where players can power up an ability and dunk on their opponents. And the trending inspiration is from Octane Racing, like Rocket League, because obviously Rocket League got acquired by Epic Games and they sold their business and company. So it's very fascinating what you guys can actually do with map making, because if you guys are looking here, we can jump through all of the collections and genres. Like, nobody's even playing these Fall Guys games. They're doing terrible. Yet this game right here that only averages 100 players a day is making $7,000 a month for only averaging 100 players a day, guys. 100 players. That is monumentally insane. And that's why I'm making millions of dollars for my clients inside of the space making games, which is why you guys definitely need to purchase the Patreon in the link in the description to get started making games. It's literally $15 for 25 custom games that you guys can repost and make thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Because if you guys are looking here, there's 1.9 million people playing Fortnite. Almost 2 million. And in the last 24 hours, there was 3 million, and they peaked around 14 million 2 months ago with the Juice WRLD live event, which was phenomenal and amazing. And if we come over here, there's only 41,000 people making games. And that's all because of me. I've generated at least 30,000 people inside of the industry. I'm number one in the entirety of the space on YouTube, and there's 12 people that's made $10 million. I know majority of the people that have made that money. I've helped them. And it's kind of insane the impact that I can have on millions of people. You know, 11 people have made $3 million. That could be you. I want you to use this video as motivation and join the Discord, get the Patreon, get yourself started, okay? Because there is cost to this. It's either your time or it's money helping you make games. That is a sacrifice. It's months on months on end getting nowhere. Or you can shortcut the process and join my community and have thousands and thousands of people help you make games, because that's all I'm trying to do. That's why this video was kind of clean cut, barely any editing on this video, because I'm trying to speak to you, right? I want this to be the biggest business. I am going to make it the biggest business. I have a software company that's going to be $1 billion business. We're selling that to Epic Games, and that allows you to build full custom games with AI. It's insane what we can all do together when we stand together and unite and become the best of the best with our capabilities, our thoughts, beliefs, actions, habits, everything. We can do it. All right, I believe in you. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts down below. Join the Discord, get the Patreon, click the top video that's on your screen right now. It's an amazing content piece of work that will help you get started. Businesses and sponsorships, you can reach out down below. It's been your boy Davey Davis. I'm out. Peace. Today I'm going to be showing you the greatest course in history on Fortnite map making so you guys can make more money online. Today you're going to be learning, how do I market yourself? How do I actually make games? How do I learn verse code? How does the discovery system actually work? Today I'm going to be showing you completely everything for completely free right now. This video is going to be completely raw and unedited, so if I stutter, bear with me. But I can't stress this enough. Watch this video until the end. You're going to learn generations of wealth of information in Fortnite map making and UEFN. And of course, guys, join the Patreon, which is only $15 for 25 games that you can literally copy and paste and repost and make thousands of dollars a month, which is in the link in the description. And of course, join my community with thousands and thousands of people all helping each other reach our goals and get to the top, making money online, making Fortnite maps. So without further ado, let's make you rich making Fortnite maps, shall we? Let's get into it. Starting off with number one, which is your thumbnails. I see all of you guys have just terrible thumbnails inside of your game. So how do you actually make better thumbnails? Well, let me show you. So essentially right now, I'm going to walk you guys through the steps to make a successful thumbnail. And we're starting off with a box fights one right here. So firstly, what I want you guys to do is head on into the software Phototopia. Essentially, this is a photo editing software, pretty much identical like Photoshop, but it's way better, and I'll show you guys why in a second. All you guys have to do is just press new project, and you'll open up a 1280 by 720 image, and you guys can literally just search up whatever box fight background you have. I'm going to grab mine like so, just like this, and obviously I'm going to stretch mine out to fit the actual proportions because you don't want to have white borders around your thumbnail or nobody's going to click on it. All right, so now we have that, but this is what I like to do. So for all of you guys watching at home, get your thumbs ready. I want you guys to watch this carefully, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys make your thumbnails, right? Like I'll go to your guys' thumbnails. For example, this one right here, Better Music Box PvP. This is a terrible thumbnail. Like the lighting inside of your guys' games are just very bad. So this is how you're going to fix it. So you're going to press Control J. So essentially that's going to duplicate the background layer, and you'll go ahead and go into filter. Obviously you can't see the right side of my screen because my webcam's covering it, but you'll go to filter and you'll press other, and you'll press color to alpha. And as you guys can see, this thumbnail is now a lot brighter, but I like to turn the opacity down just a little bit. So now we have this little before and after thing, and this is a lot more bright and vibrant. Does that make sense, guys? Now this is where you guys struggle a lot. None of you guys know how to make actual profitable and attractive icons inside of your box fight powered games. So right now I'm going to show you exactly what you can use. And the software is called Microsoft Bing AI. So you can just search up Bing AI just like this. And this is what I want you guys to do. So it's this software right here, free image generation, image creator for Bing. That's what you want to press, not the top one, this one right here. And now it just says describe what you like. Okay, so obviously we're going to press join and create first, sign in with a personal account. I'm not going to leak my information. So now that we're inside of the software, this is all you guys seriously have to do. Create me a circle image theme around skibbity toilet in Fortnite style who has red lightning. Watch this, guys. Ready? Like you just have to base it off of like stuff that you actually like care about. Like you're going to see really quickly here, you're going to see the images that I'm going to get. This is exactly what I did to get thousands and thousands of dollars generated, and now I'm passing it down to you. So here we have it. Obviously this icon picture is a little small. The quality isn't the craziest, right? But this is what I'm saying. You need good quality images inside of your box fights game. Does that make sense? I'm going to try it one more time really quickly because I want a better prompt. But this is the software that you guys want to be using. All right, so here we have this one. Obviously this is not the craziest image, right? But it's pretty high quality. So this is all we have to do, guys. Go inside of the right click and press copy image, and then go ahead into the software software remove.bg. And then all you have to do is just press the link and copy and paste the image inside of it. You don't even have to download this one. You can just remove the background. Now we're going to have the nice image. Of course, guys, some of the stuff will be removed. So what you guys can do is just press restore here, and you can just hover over the stuff that you want restored, and it will be restored for you. So you don't lose any attribute of the thumbnail that you previously just had. Because as you guys can see now we have this nice PNG image. We have the lightning as well. Obviously, it's not the craziest, right? But it's still an image nonetheless. Now this is where the fun stuff comes in. A lot of you guys ask, how do I add the glow on my YouTube thumbnails, on the powers? This is what you got to do. Right click on one of your images, and you'll open up this screen here, which is called layer style. All you have to do is press outer glow, put it onto screen 75. So the opacity, you'll have it on screen, the blend mode, 75%, spread to 200. Now we already have the glow forming, and the range is 50. So all you have to do is just select whatever color you want. Obviously, we're going to have it as red because the background of this guy's image is red. And then you'll just keep pressing Control J, and essentially that will make it even more red for you. So this is how you have like abilities and powers inside of your games, but this is what I do to actually really spice things up. I'll go to image and adjustments, and I'll press shadows and highlights. And essentially this is going to make it way more vibrant and sharper on the eyes, as you guys can see. You can go to curves here and make it a lot more vibrant and brighter. I think you guys get the picture. Now with the text, obviously you want the Burbank CDK font, which is the original Fortnite font. So this is what you'll have to do. So you'll search up, I'm going to call this Avatar Box PvP. But first I need to resize the text here. So here we have it. Here's the text, okay? And obviously we're going to change this to yellow. What I like to do is actually search up the hex code of whatever the brightest color is. But obviously I know it by default now, so this is the brightest yellow, right? So this is pretty much what you want to do, guys. And then you'll have stroke here. And you can add your stroke to your images and your shadows and your drop shadows and all that good stuff. All right, so now we have your wicked thumbnail. I just told you how to handcraft and make. But without good marketing, the thumbnail is irrelevant. Just like a good game with a bad thumbnail. If nobody sees it and it's not attractive to click on, how are people going to see it in the first place? Well, that is where marketing comes in. And that is why I need to show you how to perfectly market your games and capitalize and make thousands of dollars a month. Let me show you. So if you guys go ahead and go onto TikTok and you just search up the typical Fortnite maps, you're going to see people promoting their games and getting millions and millions of views. But how do I do this myself? We're going to click on this game here called Really Easy XP Glitch. And as you guys can see, he's had 1.6 million views on this video, and he's literally just promoting an XP glitch inside of his game. And this video alone has probably brought him thousands and thousands of dollars in players inside of his game. This isn't even legit though. Guys, look at the screen. The XP does never go up this fast, bro. It never goes up this fast. This is the fake visual on side of the screen, which is kind of funny because a lot of people are doing that. Like this one here called Most Played Fortnite Map. I got Travis Scott from this map, 3.4 million views. Obviously this stuff is not legitimate, but it's funny, right? Because you'd think this is because of how many views it has, but it's not. And that's what people are doing. They're scamming other people with fake videos, fake glitches to get traction inside of their games. This video here has 14 million views. This guy has over 2.6 million followers, guys. That is a lot of followers. This guy's getting millions and millions of views just screwing people over and just promoting games. Isn't that crazy? So how can you guys do this yourselves? Not screw people over, but make effective marketing for your games that will actually capitalize and bring in a lot of traction and players. This is how you want to do it. So if you guys go ahead and go on side of this guy's video here called Fix Live, this guy is perfectly resembling what you guys want to be doing to actually market your games. You want to be authentic to the camera. You don't want to be not showing your face. And I know a lot of you guys struggle with building personal brands. You guys are awkward to the camera. You're insecure, shy, whatever, right? And I can understand that. A lot of you guys just want to do faceless. You don't want to be showing your guys' faces inside of the screen. So this is an alternative of what you guys can do. If you guys look here, this guy's a YouTube account. This guy has a Fortnite account called Nostalgia Focus. And he talks about Fortnite maps and OG Fortnite. And essentially this is an OG Fortnite map. Because look, if you go to the comments, it says, bro, this is Panville. So what you guys can be doing is promoting your games in a way that is not distasteful, but is also intriguing. And the ways that you do that is with authenticity. You make a game that you actually care about. I see so many ideas inside of the map making space. Like for example, you scroll through here, you see all these games and none of them are really unique and true to you. Like here we have Thanos and the Diamond Sword in Minecraft. Like this guy made over $50,000, $49,000 and the thumbnail isn't legitimate. There's no Diamond Sword in this game. There's no Thanos Gauntlet. People are just screwing people over and this guy's made a grand total of $68,000 just doing that. And these are the exact same thumbnails and this one's made another 20K with 52,000 players. It's the exact same thing. The same thumbnail, the same title. It's seriously ridiculous and they're literally posted on the same day. Both of them hit home bar. Like there's so many shady stuff going on in the space and I trust you guys that you guys will do stuff from the heart. You guys do believe in yourselves, which is literally what Fort Mafia is. It's essentially a course, a free course for literally only $1 where essentially I will teach you and mentor and coach you and supply games and codes every single weekend so you guys can make thousands of dollars a month making games. It's inside of my Discord in the link in the description if you want to know more. But now let's get back to the video and teach you guys how to make more money with your games, including marketing, thumbnails, whatever. So this is what I want you guys to do. Because without good ideas, marketing and thumbnails are useless. Because if you don't have good ideas to create good marketing and you don't have good ideas to create good thumbnails, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So this is my fundamentals and steps I'm passing down to you guys that will significantly help you. This is what I want you guys to do to get inside and make better ideas. So you guys want to go inside of ChatGPT and create this prompt right here. Fortnite map ideas. Create me some Fortnite map ideas that bring in and attract players. I like playing Skylanders as a kid. Can you create them? Can you create similar experiences that were fun and enjoying to me as a kid that got me excited? And now what it's going to do with this prompt that you guys can copy, it's going to base things that you enjoyed as a kid. Okay, so you guys can replace Skylanders with whatever you enjoyed to do as a kid, but it will show you stuff inside of your games that you thought were never even possible. Like it's limitless, guys. You guys are limitless. You guys can do whatever the hell you want inside of Fortnite UEFN and make whatever you want. Make whatever you want, guys. So seriously, without everything that I taught you today, you guys need to understand these core fundamentals. Do things with the heart. You want to be authentic to what you're doing. You want to have purpose and driving, motivating forces that propel you forward. And that for me is helping you guys, which is why I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I'm here to change your life. I want you guys to seriously make a lot of money. I'm going to make a lot of money. We're going to get rich together. That is my promise to you. This channel is not stopping. I'm going to make this the biggest hustle of all time. This will be the biggest 9 to 5. People will not be working jobs anymore. My goal is to make them start making Fortnite maps. My main purpose in life is to motivate and inspire others, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm so thankful to have you guys inside of the channel, man. Businesses and sponsorship, you can reach out down below. Click the last video on the screen. I love you guys a lot, man. All right, guys, so we are inside of Fortnite right now. You guys may be asking, why am I in Fortnite? Well, the reason why I'm actually on Fortnite is because it shows a visual representation of what's actually popular and recommended to our faces. Pretty much gives us like a good insight on like what's actually popular inside of Fortnite, because Fortnite GG is not completely accurate 100% of the time. The owner of the actual website is in my Discord server if you guys want to connect with like-minded people. But besides the point, what I want to talk to you guys and make this clear in your head is the fact that you may be confused right now, because initially at the start I was as well. Like a lot of you guys, I know for a fact that you guys don't always know what is the best thing to make inside of Fortnite. How do I make a thumbnail? How do I do XYZ? And today I'm going to be showing you the actual reasoning behind why that even happens in the first place. How do I actually get players on my game? How do I do all of that? I'm going to be doing with analytical, psychological analysis. I'm going to be showing you exactly why this happens and why this occurs. Okay, so I'm scrolling on Fortnite GG right now. I see this game mode called New Weapons Gun Game. It was made April 29, 2023, peaked at 17,000 players, $230,000. Bam, just like that. He updated it yesterday. Why is it doing good right now? Well, if you guys didn't know, but when you guys actually update your games, in the past ones have actually been successful, they actually do well, and you can actually see that with the spike right here. When he updates his game, you're gonna see the spike right here. As soon as it's been averaging 800, as soon as he spikes it up, it goes right up to 2,000. So whenever you guys see a games that just come out of the blue, usually it's because they created an update to boost the player into the algorithm. But a lot of you guys think updating your games will harm it, but no, it will actually boost it inside of tabs. Because if you guys look at the tabs here, he was in like no tabs right here, and he updated it and he got in the open world tab, which boosted his players inside of Fortnite. Okay, so updating your games is a key element to actually make money online making Fortnite maps. Because what is this going to do? It's going to allow you to get in more tabs, and when you're averaging players, if you guys can see here, you're going to be making more money. Averaging 31,000 players a day equals $40,000. And of course, if you guys go to the monthly, this guy is pulling in $264,000 to $992,000 a month. I'll show you guys one of my accounts actually just right now. This was a game that I made called Skylanders Box PvP. It had 5,000 players at its peak, and that is fairly good because this game only lasted like 10 hours and it made over $6,000 in the span of 10 hours. That's pretty good. It was trending number 1. I'll show you guys right here. It was trending number 1 for a while, for like a day or two. All right, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. All right, cool. So now what I'm gonna show you guys is how to actually make the thumbnails that you see. Okay, so I have various videos and topics on this on my channel, but for a lot of you guys, I know that you guys don't really know how to make the craziest thumbnails. So I want to show you guys a little software that I like to use to actually make the thumbnails, because in doing so, this is going to allow you to actually make money. Because when you have clickable and attractive thumbnails, like if you're clicking on this video right now, you already know that thumbnails is very important. Imagine if this video had no thumbnails on it, you wouldn't be clicking on this video. So I want to show you guys this Microsoft Bing AI software to help you guys actually create thumbnails. Okay, I'm just going to search up Fortnite Battle Pass shooting pump shotgun. Okay, so I know for a lot of you guys, it's kind of tricky when, you know, you're starting out and you don't really have all the resources. This video is a full explanation of like what are ways that you can actually make money making Fortnite maps. And the thumbnails is super important. Updating your game is super important. How do you even make the game in the first place? Well, a lot of it comes with trial and error. If you guys look at the thumbnails here, this is not the worst thumbnail of all time. Like you can easily make a zone wars out of that. You know, we got the planes here. That's inside of Fortnite. The AR is inside of Fortnite. Don't know about the mask, but you guys see what I'm saying. This is a software that you guys can use for thumbnails and a Photoshop software to actually make your thumbnails. I'm going to be recommending you guys use Phototopia. It's a software. It's completely free. It's exactly like Photoshop. This is how I make all of my thumbnails that you're seeing on this channel. Got it? All right, awesome. So next thing aside, a lot of you guys don't know how to promote your games, which is why. So I'm going to tell you the best 5 social medias to actually use. All right, Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. I'll repeat it again. Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Maybe you can get away with Snapchat. These are the best social medias to use. I'm going to be going on to TikTok and showing you the views that people are getting promoting their game and the style that you actually need to promote your games. All right, we're going to search up Fortnite Map here. I'm going to show you 1.7 million views, best creative 2.1 maps with code. So this video was actually released right when Creative 2 came out. Hence, that's why the views are so popular with only low likes. So if you guys are familiar with TikTok, a lot of it is kind of just like trolly, meme-ish, goal-oriented videos. Like it's not really necessarily, there's always like a defined target that they're trying to hit. They're trying to just engage the viewers and make them feel some sense of relief. TikTok makes people feel a certain way. There's different demographics for each social medias. YouTube is different, Instagram is different, Twitter is different, and most importantly, TikTok is different. So what I recommend to you guys is use TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Those 3. You can use the other 2, but building an audience on Twitter is kind of hard. It's actually the hardest social media to actually grow on. You guys can follow all my social medias down below in the about section. But I recommend you guys have Twitter Blue. This is what I recommend you guys have. Twitter Blue, a very, very important thing to actually get in the algorithm on Twitter to promote your game. Twitter Blue is super important. I've been having it for probably almost a year now. Very, very lucrative for trying to build a personal brand. Okay, so all of the stuff that I'm actually showing you today is ways to actually make money. So now what I'm going to show you is hop onto Fortnite and show you guys the ways that people are actually making the games to actually trigger money in return. Because you want to make a return on your investment. You don't want to waste all this time making maps. All right, so we're loading onto Fortnite right now. We'll actually tell you guys everything. How's your day going? Because like honestly, guys, I want to build a community of people that honestly respect each other and want to help each other in return. And I just want to provide value for you guys and seriously just motivate and inspire you guys to do better. And in return, you guys giving me positive feedback, donating to me, buying the businesses that I'm creating. In return, invest into me, and it allows me to pour out my heart and soul into what I'm doing every single day, which is trying to motivate and inspire others to do better in life, as well as bettering my own self. I've not gone to the gym today. As you guys are watching this video on June 1st, I'm about to right after record this video. I just have some client work to do. I also have a game that I'm creating myself. What I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to head into Fortnite and show you guys the ways that people are actually manipulating the algorithm to garner attention. What are people actually doing? So we're going to show you this game called Super Redverse by Typical Gamer, and I know a lot of you guys know who he is. He's around 35 million followers. I almost said monthly listeners. He's not on Spotify. He's not a rapper yet. I don't know, but we're gonna hop inside of Fortnite and show you ways that he's actually doing it to boost his players. Because I mean, obviously he has a massive personal brand, but for someone who doesn't have the biggest personal brand, how are they going to actually replicate and do the same things that he is doing to garner attention? Which is what I'm going to show you today. Because he has a little secret inside of his game that not many people know about, that people are seriously not taking advantage of enough. So we're going to load in here and I'll catch you guys there. All right, so we are loaded inside of his game. I want to show you what he's doing to actually get into the tabs and recommended, which is inherently actually making him more money. Okay, so he has this thing here called like and favorite. So if you like and favorite, you get a superpower. Do you actually? You don't. So he also has voice effects telling people to like and favorite the game. So a lot of the kids are definitely going to do that because they know who Typical Gamer is, because he has the lead funnel saying, hey, I'm this person, I'm an authoritative figure in the Fortnite space. So a lot of guys are going to believe them. Also with this, guys, look, cost 1 diamond. Okay, so a lot of these games are time consuming. So the aspects of what you guys want to be doing inside of your maps is to have it goal oriented. There's a lot of missions and challenges actually in here that you guys can tackle and do. And with your games, a lot of it is structured around doing certain tasks, which is going to reward playtime. Because remember what I told you at the start? Epic Games gives 40% of the net revenue, but that is only possible by averaging out players inside of your game. You can average 200 players a month and make $10,000 a month, or $8 to $10,000, guys. That is insane for monthly income for only averaging like 200 players every single day, which is very, very good. That's like a few $100s every day, $300 to be exact, or more. Like, you don't have to average the craziest. Like, you don't have to treat this as like a full-time business, guys. This is kind of like something that you're passionate about, okay? And sometimes it's not going to work for everyone. And also this here, the spinning wheel here, very, very good. It's very stimulating. Like, it's kind of like the cookie clicker game on mobile or Clash Royale or whatever. Like, it's kind of like stimulating. I know that for a lot of you guys, it's a little tricky when you're trying to get started with your ventures and your businesses, because in my Discord, we have people who are doing e-commerce, trading, every social media platform you can name it. Like, there's a lot of people that are in different various businesses inside of my Discord, and we're all here seriously just trying to motivate and inspire each other. All right, so now I'm going to be talking about UEFN. What actually is it? All right, so all it is an Unreal editor for Fortnite. So essentially, Fortnite has a platform where you can build your games on, which is way more exclusive, way more fun, way more enjoyable than just the standard Fortnite creative. There's way more things to do, and throughout the sections, I'm going to show you guys how to actually learn this. But essentially, what UEFN actually is just an Unreal editor for Fortnite. So you can edit the assets that are inside of Fortnite, everything. You can custom model it, you can make your own creations inside of Fortnite, and that is what Unreal Editor actually is. Well, what is verse code? How do I learn it? Which is what I'm going to be showing you right now. I'm going to be explaining what verse code is. Trust me, guys, it's not as complicated as you guys think it is. Pretty much, verse is a programming language developed by Epic Games that you can use to create your own gameplay inside of Unreal Editor in Fortnite, including your own custom devices as well. Verse is pretty simple to learn as your first programming language. It's not as complicated as you guys think it is, and a lot of you guys are like, well, how do I create the code? Well, there's already built-in templates of like understanding of like what to do, because all verse is and all code is in general is just trial and error. Like, when you're trying to solve a problem in your life, it can be pretty tricky, right? But Fortnite made it very easy and very easy to understand and learn. So Allverse is a coding language that Fortnite made, built into the Unreal Editor of Fortnite, so you can create your own fantasies and desires inside of your creations and your Fortnite maps. That's pretty much all what verse code is. You're just coding stuff, saying, hey, I want this to do that, and bam, you get an equation and you have what you want. I know that sounds super self-explanatory, but it's not, and that's why I want to show you and make it easier for you guys today. How does Fortnite's payout system and monetization system actually work? I just made a popular game. I'm averaging thousands of players. Davey, how do I get paid? All right, so that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So Epic Games has their way of actually paying creators. They're giving 40% of their monthly revenue to people who are making games inside of Fortnite. That is a lot of money. That's $1 billion a year, guys. That's insane. That's unheard of, right? And how Epic Games actually pays you is by the terms of average view duration. So
I'm going to show you guys a website called Fortnite GG, which pretty much discloses and shows you guys the estimates of how much people are actually making. So what I'm going to do is log onto a game called the Pit Free For All, and I'm going to show you how much he's actually making. So this is his estimated earnings per day. Guys, per day, $42,000, guys. And obviously I'm going to be showing you how to do actually all of this in my course that I launched in my gaming studio, but no plug for right now. Let's go back into what we're doing. So they've made $13 million. Right, and this guy's actually kind of weird. He's been doing some weird shit behind the scenes with Cypher PK. I'm not going to go into that, but how Epic Games actually pays you is by averaging your players out. So specifically what I mean by that is that, you know, obviously down the line, Epic Games knew that they would actually get a return on their investment if they gave a percentage of the revenue that they made and gave it to creators who were making games. Because if you guys think of it, if this game's super fun and people are playing it, think of the mental state and like the psychological way of how people are playing the game. Like imagine like, oh my god, this game's so fun, and then, mom, I need some V-Bucks. Like a lot of the time when people are energetic and they have something that's fun in their lives, they get a dopamine trigger. They're like, oh, this is so awesome, right? So obviously they knew that, and they realized that down the line, they're going to make a return. So that's pretty much why Epic Games is actually doing this. And Epic Games pays you out 40% of the monthly revenue, and it pays you out by your average playtime and your average view duration, right? So I'm showing you guys a realistic example. So this game called Mega World Boss Fight has made over, how much? It's made over $100,000, and if you guys can see, it is only averaging 1,600 players, but it's making $2,000 a day, right? So if I go to the estimates, 1,800 players and they've made $100,000. How does that work? This is how many players you need to average to make a certain amount of money. So last month on one of my accounts, I had 50 players and I made $8,000, right? It's because I had a game that was doing super popular, super trending a while back, and obviously it has to average out. So if you were to make a lot of money in one day and the game doesn't average out, then you're not going to make a lot of money. See what I'm saying? So as you can see, he's actually averaging less players but making more money. Why is that? It's because if you average out more players throughout the month, you actually make more. And from my calculations, this guy averaged 2,000 players and had a huge spike in player count, but he never was able to retain it. And that's why he made 30K in March and February, and he's made 20K this month, which is honestly insane. And it's only been 9 days, right? On the time of this recording, you watched this video on April 9th, which is honestly insane, right? So this is how Fortnite's monetization system actually works. And when you're trying to get paid, you have to link into you have to have all your social security numbers, you have to have your SSN, you have to have your banking, you have to have your driver's ID to verify yourself that you are a lawful citizen and you're not here to do fraudulent activities, right? So that's how Fortnite's monetization system actually works. Let's go right into the next video. All right, guys, I am now inside UEFN. Welcome to this section of this video where I'm going to be showing you how to actually learn UEFN. So when you load in, you're like, holy shit, all the shit on my screen. I'm blinding. I'm like a vampire. I can't see sunlight. What is all this shit on my screen? Okay, so let's go into island templates. Pretty much what this is, it's templates of islands that you can work on so you don't have to do it all yourself and have the hassle of wasting your time and kind of just fugazi. All right, so let's go into the Excel grid. I want to show you guys what this actually entails. So why I choose the Excel grid though is because it's a flat surface and it's easier to see what you're doing. Okay, so what we're going to do is head on into this world. You can name it whatever you want, guys. You can type it whatever you want and double click to actually enter it. So we're going to enter it right now. Let's go. So all you have to do is double click or hit create and boom, now you're in. And it will just take a little bit to load, 95%, no biggie. Who cares? Whatever. We have time. We have patience. Let's get it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in the thing. How am I moving though? Right? This is how I'm moving. WASD to move left and right. And a lot of you guys, your camera speed is going to be super slow. So what you can do is head on into the top right corner. You can adjust the camera speed. Now I'm moving way more faster because at the start it's pretty slow. It's like you look like a old man. You're like all sluggish. You know what I mean? Like a snail. Little snail trail. All right. So here we have, now I can move nice and fast, right? So what am I looking at here? Okay, so here we have projects. In this, you can open up projects that you're making. You can go to project settings. You can close the project. You can open the project folder, which will go into the desktop on your computer. As you can see right here, it goes to the project of where it is on your computer. Upload the private version. We'll discuss that and how to publish your game. I'll show you guys how to do that, right? And Fab. What is this though? This is where you can actually get content from Sketchfab, where you can actually just buy templates and just import them right into UEFN because they are compatible with Verse and UEFN. Pretty cool, right? Pretty neat, I'd say so. All right, but what am I looking at? I got like a flat surface now. All right, so what we can do is head on into this thing called the content drawer or browser, right? And here we have all of the things that are in our actual island. So all the assets that are actually in your island are going to be the stuff that you named it. So right here, it says the content of your island. So this is what I named it in the video, and this is the content of everything that's in it. All right, so as I can show you guys, I'm going to import a random thing into this drawer, and I'm going to show you guys. So let's just put this picture of me in here. No biggie, no biggie. Here we have myself in here. We can drag it on here if we actually want to. No need to do it right now, but obviously it's not going to load in because I don't have the full chunks in. I don't know why I showed myself there. All right, and if you guys want to actually delete something, just hit Control Z, and it will go away. Not that hard, it'll go away, but sometimes the computer freezes because, you know, this is a big thing. UEFN is a pretty big program. All right, so now it is gone, all right, but I want to show you guys the content drawer. So this is a Fortnite game. Here, what we're going to do is show you guys every single thing that's actually in the content drawer. So tap onto this Fortnite folder, and this is where we have every single thing that you need to know. We have all the characters that you can just drag on. We have all the assets, the devices, everything that's in Creative 1.0, but maxed to the power of 10, baby. Everything's in here. We have accolades, devices. How do I drag and drop this down, though? This is how you do it, all right? This is all you have to do. So what we're going to do is show you guys how to actually change your camera speed again, because I'm super slow. I feel slower than an old grandpa. So this is how you drag and drop it on. It's just a drag and drop, just a simple plug and play drag and drop. Literally nothing special. All it is you just drag it out and drag it in, right? And how you actually delete these is you just hit the backspace on your computer and it goes away just like that. And this is how you learn UEFN. So what I'm going to show you guys is how to actually build a terrain, all right? Let's show you guys how you do this. All right, so let's just say I wanted to, I don't know, build a box PvP game. Let's do it. All right, so what I'm going to do is head on into Fortnite, and I'm going to just search up walls. So you guys don't actually have to go into a folder to find what you want. You can actually just search up, let's search up Alpine Ace, right? And thankfully, Fortnite has allowed us to do this to where you don't have to go into the folder and just scroll. You can just search up whatever you want. There's a search tool. Right, so we don't actually need the stupid character. They're mid anyways. Chun-Li for the win, if you know what I'm saying. Chun-Li's pretty awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is search up walls. As you can see, you're going to see multiple walls that you can choose from. Right, and it's kind of just a drop and drag. Here we go. Here's the wall, right? And if I actually want to copy and paste this wall, hit Control-C, Control-V, and use these arrow keys to drag it out, right? So if I want to move this up and down, we have the arrow keys, yada, yada, yada. And if for some reason all of the stuff on the right is not actually showing, like the details and stuff, you hit Window, you go to Details, and you press Details 2, and it will show you everything that you need to know. It'll show you all the details, how to move X, Y, Z in here. So this is the location of it. We can move it left to right, up and down, left, right, and center. Yada, 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 yada. You guys know the trick. You can also change the shading, the primary, second color, the coloring, everything, right? The physics of it, it's pretty insane. All of that cool stuff. So what I'm going to do is build a nice square, right? So I'm going to go around here and show you guys how to actually, build stuff. This is what we're going to do. This is what I like to do. So we have the walls here. We're going to build a nice surface area. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is build around and build a nice little square. Let's do it. All right, so hit Control-C, Control-V, drag it out. Control-C, Control-V, drag it out. And of course you can have, if I want to copy and paste all three of these things, I can. Watch, ready? 1, 2, 3, Control-C, Control-V. And now I have 3 separate things, 3 separate entities, which makes it extremely more faster. So I'm going to grab actually all of this. I'm going to grab all of this. Control-C, Control-V. We're going to drag this out to have more walls. There we go. Let's drag this out. All right, so how am I going to rotate this? What do I have to do? I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. All right, so grab one of the walls, hit Control-C, hit Control-V. You can also just grab a new one if you want. All right, this is how you actually rotate it. Right, so there's a rotation angle right here, which is actually how to rotate what you want to do. Right, so it's just going to take a while to rotate. If your computer freezes, don't worry, your stuff is not gone. Sometimes it just takes a while to rotate. If that just somehow doesn't work, like it is not working for me, what you can do is go down to Details, press Details, and it can show you everything you need to know. You can scroll up. I don't know what the hell happened there. My bad, guys. Go back into UEFN, and this is the rotation thing, right? So you can just rotate it like this, and this is how you're going to do it, right? So you're now show the details, so now you can go into here, and now you can rotate everything that you want, right? Pretty self-explanatory. You can pivot it, move it around, and have it where you want, right? I actually prefer to go into 1.0 because it's actually a lot faster. It's kind of a lot smoother. You have the remote, and you can just, with the phone, you can just copy and paste it and push it down. But as you get more familiar with learning UEFN, it's going to be a lot faster because this is just a more advanced version of Creative 1.0. There's way more things to do in here, and I'm glad I can show you guys how to actually learn UEFN. Learn the basics of it. How to drop stuff down, how to plug and play, how to change your camera angle, because a lot of this is going to be trial and error, and throughout the tutorials, throughout the section of this video, I'm going to show you guys more details, because a lot of this actually goes into the marketing. You guys may think you have to have the greatest game of all time, but if no one's going to see it, and no one's going to get, you're not going to get eyeballs on your game, no attention, then no one's going to see it. You're not going to get any players, which is why This next section is very important to show you guys how to actually market your games and become a successful map maker. I'm going to give you all the sauce right now. So I like to use a software. It's free called Phototopia. It's pretty much like Photoshop, but just a lot better in my opinion, and it's free. So head on into new project and just start hitting create. I'm not going to use any of my assets here. I'm going to actually create something brand new so you guys don't have to like, how the hell did you do that? How did you do that? So what I'm going to do is show you guys everything that you need to know. So we're going to search up is Fortnite box fights background. All right, got it. Cool. All right, so this is not the most greatest background of all time. It's not the greatest, right? But we're still going to use it. So what we're going to do is save it. We're going to save the image, all right? And you might get a web page, but it still doesn't matter with this software. If it's a WEPG or a PNG, JPEG, doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is drag and drop it. As soon as I have an image, I like to turn up the brightness all the way up, at least to like 20%, so it looks nice and bright. I also like to sharpen the image. So go down to sharpen, and boom. And so what we're going to do is make a box PvP. So how am I going to get the PNGs and assets? What type of box PvP game do we want to make? Before we do anything, I want to show you guys a good indicator to look at to like create a good thumbnail that's actually attractive. So we're going to look at this thumbnail right here. It's an okay thumbnail. I'm looking at it right now. It's all right. It's all right. It's an all right thumbnail. So what I'm actually going to do is save the image so we can see it together. So now we have the image. This is the image. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's whatever. It's an all right image. I'm going to show you guys how to actually do this. Cool. So let's create these assets out of thin air. My favorite software is what I like to use is Microsoft Bing AI. That is my software that I like to use, software of choice to get the images and everything that you need. All right, so let's do it. So what did he have in his thumbnail? He had fish sticks, he had powers, he had whatever he needed to make it look all attractive to the eyes. So I'm going to pick Optimus Prime. All right, we're going to do an Optimus Prime Transformers box PvP. This is the prompt that I like to use, guys. This is a lot of sauce. Make sure to use it wisely. Let's do it. Image of Optimus Prime with arms crossed, looking at camera, tilted in Fortnite style, white background. Okay, guys, so what you're going to see here is professional images that look like Transformers, but they're Fortnite specific and they're Fortnite related to where it's catered towards the Fortnite demographic. Because you don't want like a realistic movie game, right? You don't want a crazy realistic image of a character from a entertainment industry. You want like something that looks like Fortnite. So as you can see, this image looks like Fortnite. Like this one right here looks pretty dang cool. Right? Here's the image. So what we're going to do is how do you download this? So you're going to press download right here. Now you have the image downloaded. Now what you can do is just drag it onto the thumbnail software. Boom. Now you have the image, but it might be white. It might have a white background. So what I like to use is a software called remove.bg. This is a good software to use to make actually good Fortnite thumbnails. So drag this in here. And as you can see, the magic has happened. We got a remove background. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I'm kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. But I'm working strong. So you guys can delete the other image. Now we can have it like this. With the images, you want them tilted like this. You want them nice and bright like this. You want them left to right, because the eyes see left to right. This is how you want to have it, like this, all right? And what we're going to do is go to brightness, turn this up. This is actually the sauce of how I make the images look so, like, sexy. Is this how I do it? Smart sharpen, boom. I know I'm going super fast, but you guys can just follow along with the tutorial. Then you go to vibrance. But how did I do that? All right, so you go to adjustments, and then here are all the tools that you guys can use. We have invert, color, photo filter, color balance, vibrance, exposure, curves, balance. If you guys are familiar with Photoshop, you know what I'm saying. And sharpening is very important. Pretty much what it does is it makes it look very nice and vibrant and bright. If you guys see left to right, see look how much more vibrant and bright it is. See, it's way more vibrant and bright. And I always like to use a drop shadow. So how did I get to here though? What you guys want to do is right click on the PNG that you have, go to blending options and go to drop shadow. And now you can see we have a drop shadow right here. It's under here. You can have outer glow. You can have whatever you want. But I like to have it a little minimal, 29%. Now we have a nice little drop shadow. So we can see how that looks. We can turn on off toggle the eyeball, which pretty much shows what it looks like the before and after. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, so how do I get the icons? Which I'm going to show you right now. Kind of a similar prompt. This is how you do it. Circle image of Megatron from the movie Transformers, robots in disguise. in Fortnite style with lightning background. Why I do lightning background is so it looks like evil and stuff, where it looks all like mystical and it looks all crazy and, you know, it looks pretty aesthetic. So now we're just going to wait for the prompt to load. These don't really take long, and if you guys see the electric bar, you're not going to see it on my screen, but when you're generating the prompt, you're going to see a thing that says 15, and those are just the uses that you have. Don't worry, after you use all 15, it's just going to take a little bit longer to generate more prompts. So here we have circle images. These are not the greatest of all time, but you can keep generating to actually get the greatest images that you want. All right, so we have a nice image here. I'm going to show you guys how to actually import this and have it actually in your game. Cool? All right, bet. So now what we're going to do is hit copy. And we don't even have to download the image now. What we can do is if we still have both tabs open, we can hit copy and we just hit Control V, and now it just pastes in the image. Pretty cool. So a lot of the time, it's going to actually delete what's around in the image. So what you can do is hit erase and restore. Go to here and restore what's actually missing. So we have this huge circle here, which you can actually restore parts of the image. Because a lot of the time it doesn't know what to remove, right? So you're gonna have to guide it yourself. So now we have the nice circle of the image. Looks like we were just missing a little bit. That's okay. Bring it back. Now it should be down to a T and it should be good. Nice. Now we have a nice circle image, right? Like this isn't the greatest, and I'm gonna show you guys the ones that I make really quickly. It's not the greatest circle image, right? But I'm here to show you the bare bone basics. I'm here to get you educated because this is what I would do. If I'm starting out at a beginner level, this is what I would do. All right, so now we have Optimus Prime, we have the circle image. How do I get the cool text in, right? The font of choice that you guys need to be using is a thing called Burbank CDQ, Burbank CDK. So let's get the prompt. Transformers. Sorry if the text is super small. I need to make it a little bit bigger. Let's do that. Here we go. Let's delete this and let's redo it. Cool. All right, now it's a little bigger. Transformers. Transformers. Robots in disguise. All right, now we have Transformers. The word Transformers. In most of the box PvPs, you want the text yellow, so go to Color Overlay. Remember, guys, right-click the whatever you want to change and go to Color Overlay. And this is the color pamphlet where you can choose whatever color you want. The best color of choice is the color yellow. That is what you want, so it's nice and vibrant and bright. And of course, you guys want to add a stroke to the text of the image. All right, so Transformers, and let's go back to box PvP. Box. Now you just want to add another text and go box PvP. Guys, remember that the font is called, but also guys, remember that the font is called Burbank CDK. And with box PvP, you want this white. You want this white, just like everyone else's. So now we have Transformers box PvP, we have the icons, and honestly, guys, for an image that's like, was made in like 2 seconds, this isn't even terrible. Like, sure, it's not up to par to what I create, because I'm going to show you guys the thumbnails that I make, because they're actually super professional, right? But these only take me a few hours. Literally like 2 hours to make. I'm going to show you guys the thumbnails that I make. So let's go into the Roblox one. Here we have the Roblox box PvP. Look how cool and colorful and vibrant I have it. Looks real nice, right? And you're going to get to that level, right? So how do you add the glow behind it, though? Here's a way to do it. This is how you add the glow. All right, got it? Cool. Cool. So what you do is hit right-click, go to Outer Glow, hit up. So what we want to do is right-click on the image, blending options, Outer Glow. What you want to do is have it on screen. So when you there's all these blending options, you want to have it on screen, right? So screen is right at the very end, right here. Press screen and go to size. And this is where the glow is going to be. You don't want to have it too crazy, too big, but you want to have it match the color. So I want this one to be kind of purple, right? And what I actually like to do is hit Control J to where I have like a bigger atmosphere, right? Because right now we actually just had the solar eclipse. I don't know if you know, and this kind of looks like that. Cool. Now it looks real nice. As you can see, we now have like the circle image and now it's glowing. Like this is a pretty bare bone basic image, right? And this is how to actually make Fortnite thumbnails. So I hope you guys enjoyed this section of the video. Let's move on. Okay, so now you learned how to make a thumbnail, but now it's time to learn how to make promotion. Because we see all these guys making, so I don't know why I'm laughing. We see all these guys having a lot of players on their games. I'm still sick, guys, sorry. We see all these guys have a whole bunch of players on their games, but how do we replicate that? Right? Like obviously these games didn't just blew up randomly. They had a personal brand. Some guy had a personal brand attached to it, and he wanted to market it to the world. He wanted to self-express himself, not in a gay way, but he's like, guys, I have this awesome game. I want you guys to play it. And the video did well and people played the game. How did he do that? How did someone do that? I'm going to show you today, right now. So I want to show you guys a profile that actually makes a lot of dollars and also a lot of success as well. So his name is UEFN, and this is his profile page, 900,000 followers. Pretty mid. No, I'm kidding. All right, so recently he's been making videos clipping streamers to get more popularity, boost the ego, whatever. And I want to show you guys a game that he made very recently. Right, he actually made this game literally 2 days ago. So we're going to search up Minnow. Already right here. Cool. Awesome. And as you can see, he has this game called TikTok's Risk Party Box Fights. Alright, and this is the game. As you can see, in the first 24 hours, it has 420 players. And what we're going to do is search up the box fights in TikTok. If you guys see a trending game, you can always search up the box fights in TikTok, and you'll always see like viral promotion of it. So as we can see, if you guys look here, look how popular this trend is of this dude dancing. I don't really know who he is, but as you can see, he's doing fairly well. What I'm going to do is hop onto Twitter and see how he promoted the actual game. Because when you're trying to make promotion, it's a little difficult sometimes when, you know, you're not an authoritative figure and you don't have popularity. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like he didn't actually promote his game, and the reason for that is because he was actually getting a lot of backlash online for just dick riding trends and making inappropriate games, and you know what I mean? So we're going to find a different person who's a friend of mine, and his name is Skeptic, and he's honestly kind of moved away from the map promotion scene. He's going to get back into it, right? But he's doing great himself still. Was a very popular person back in the day, and still is today, to this day. Millions of people still watch him. So what we're going to do is head on into one of his box PvP promotion videos. Right, so here we go. We have Natural Disasters box PvP. And if you guys can see, if the video, I'm going to show you guys and skim through it, how the video actually looks. All right, so let's hit play. So as you can see, he has the webcam here. He's talking right to the viewer, right in the eyeballs, and he has the picture of the character and the power that he's using. Look at all the gameplay. Like, it's nice and vibrant and it's nice and attractive to the eye. And this game did fairly well. Did pretty decent. It didn't do too shabby, not too shabby. And like when you guys are trying to make promotion, a key detail that you want to look out for is like what's going to make people actually want to play. Like there's a lot of people who just do BS XP videos, and quite frankly, that's not going to work because Epic Games has caught fairly onto that, and they're actually trying to ban a lot of players. There was actually a guy in my Discord that was trying to make 1v1 games with fake XP and all these hacks and stuff, and I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going to get banned. Epic Games is very strict on the rules, and it's weird because a lot of the top creators who make their games, they do fake promotion inside of the game where they say, like and favorite, and you get this mythic, and it's not even in the game. So a lot of people like to cheat the system and lie to their audience and their fan base. But for you guys, when you guys are trying to make viral promotion, you guys need to look out for what is actually going to trigger people and make them want to play. So I'm going to show you guys a promotion video that I made myself that got my game to 5,000 players. I'm going to show you the game also today. So what we're going to do is go onto my YouTube channel. We're going to go to Davy. We're going to show you guys my box PvP game today. All right? Let's do it. Cool. Skylanders better than Fortnite. So I'm gonna talk over the video while it's playing. Like if you guys see how fast paced that is, like look how awesome it is. Like look at the promotion. We had dozens of comments, hundreds of likes. This video did fairly well. You know, just because you have not the greatest likes of all time, not the greatest engagement, does not mean that you can't cater people to want to play your game. So I'm going to show you guys how this game actually performed. Right now, it's actually currently dead. It doesn't really have any players. So you can see 0 players, but it had 5,143, and it made me right over $6,000. And this game was trending #1 for multiple times, and I'm making tens of thousands of dollars every month. Obviously, this game's dead now, but you know, that's part of the process. You know, I mean, your games are not always going to be successful every time. You know, with this thumbnail though, like as you can see, this thumbnail, it was spot on. Like I had this idea for 2 months' time, and this is a game that I was so passionate about, so dearly. I really like Skylanders, and this is how you actually kind of want to promote your games. It's like you want to make games that like are around stuff that you grew up with. Like you don't want to just half-ass stuff. Like you want to put actual pride and passion into what you're doing. Like I know I have 0 players on this game, but at the time I was averaging 5,000, right? And that is a lot of players. 5,000 people on a game, dude. Imagine 5,000 people right next to you. That's a lot. That's a lot of people, man. And don't get discouraged when you don't see a lot of results early on, because it took me multiple months to get to where I want to be. So this is how you make marketing and promotion. This is how you're going to market and promote your games. Let's move on to trends now, because it's a doozy, bro. It's a lot of info and a lot of sauce there, right? So when you're actually trying to market and promote your games, you guys want to look at fellow creators like CypherPK, Dagwami, who made the minigame box PvP, and a lot of the trending creators that you see on your homepage. A lot of them have social medias, like Minnow, like myself, like others, and that's how you want to make popular promotions. All right, let's move on to trends. Trends. How do we spot trends? This game, Tilt to Zone Wars right here, my god, it had the most player bases of all time, boys. 1,212,000, 212,000, 12 million players. And now, it is nowhere to be seen. The game is completely dead. He's adding terrible changes to the game. He's trying to decorate the trends. He's trying to add new abilities to the game to make it more fun, but it flops. Why is that? We see, dude, this game, remember that this game was on its height of its career, and now it's nowhere to be seen. Why is that? I'm not gonna act like a documentary depressing ass channel. Why is that? Oh no. I'm not gonna be all mysterious and shit. But yeah, let's quit that shit. Why are people making tycoons right now? Like, that is the current trend right now. And if you can see that Fortnite is promoting that heavily. So what we're gonna do is even go to the bare bone of the deep sea. I'm gonna show you guys that tycoons are being promoted heavily. This game was made 3 days ago, and it has made over $6,000. It made over more than my Skylanders game did in 3 days. Because Tycoons is what's popular right now. Epic Games created a new tab called Lego Fortnite. Now you can make your own Lego Fortnite games inside of Fortnite. And of course they're promoting it now to where, okay, well now I just, I want to get Lego Fortnite out of here. Like, I just made a crossover with Epic Games and Lego, and I kind of want to expand my brand out there. So Epic Games is promoting your games a lot more if you are making Lego games and also Tycoons. Sometimes that's just how the world works, guys. This is how your boat floats, How do we actually spot trends, though? Which is a question that I know a lot of you guys are going to want to know, is because you want to capitalize off trends. And inside of my course, I have an explanation that every single thing that you want to know. And I also have a gaming studio. Because in my course, I have alert signals on, so when I spot a trend and one of my community spots a trend, it's go time. Like, we're head on it. Like, you guys get personal announcements. The course is $40 a month where it explains everything you need to know. But for right now, how are you going to learn to spot trends if you're not even educated at the start? Right? So a good way that I like to go about finding trends and finding what works and what doesn't is by going onto Fortnite GG, going inside of Fortnite, and looking around and seeing what is popular right now. And why is it popular? So as we know, Fortnite is a battle royale game, and we have that's always what's going to be popular is the Fortnite battle royale stuff. It's like when it's first to first and it's 1v1 and the box PvP and murder mystery. You guys know what I'm saying, right? So, but why though, right? So why aren't people moved on? Fortnite's been a game for 7 years now, and why is Fortnite? Why are the maps in Fortnite still popular to this day? Like, if we go to Panville box fights, this guy has made over a lot of money off this game, $9 million, guys. And it's been out for over 4 years. What's the trend? Well, let me explain. All right, so when you structure a game, or when you create a business, and it's all orchestrated and it's all planned to be a battle royale, what do you guys think the top games in the ecosystem of Fortnite are going to be? Battle royale games, where you're still fighting, and there's many objectives, and it's fast-paced and stuff. That, of course, was going to be popular. Right? But in times of right now, currently, we're in a very pivotal moment, and the reason for that is because people are expanding the horizon, evolving and adapting and innovating, and creating new games inside of Fortnite. Like, we have never seen a Battle Tycoon before. The thumbnail's not really... it's okay, it's mid, right? But this game was made 4 months ago, $89,000. Like, guys, the money is crazy. The money is crazy. I just want to show you guys examples of why Tycoons are doing so well. So I'm going to go to Tycoon and just show you guys. Look at all the Tycoons that are popular right now. Look at all of these Tycoons. All right? Look at all these Tycoons. Elemental Tycoon, released in March 14th, made over $42,000. 15,000 players. Right? And this is based off Avatar, by the way. Because when Fortnite makes a new crossover, a lot of these guys like to jump on board and make IP-based games around their own game. Like, a Tycoon is just a Tycoon where you upgrade in prestige, but imagine if you had like an IP attached to it, like a Avengers Tycoon, where you become an Avenger and you level up and you fight the bad guys. And for this one, it's Elemental, where you have you cast your spells, and you have the Doctor Strange magic. I don't know, I've never watched Avatar, I'm sorry guys. But with boxing, you're trying to get the belts. You're trying to be Logan Paul in WrestleMania. Shout out to Speed. He just got tackled and RKO'd by Randy Orton is his name. And with the boxing one, you guys can see, is you guys are just punching bags. You're trying to level up your fists and get stronger, chop the wood, chop the beating bag, and become better. Right? So it's not necessarily what you're doing in the game, it's what it's based around. Because you want to bring eyeballs on, right? So what's popular in the current day modern world? AI is very popular. Why has no one made an AI-based game where you have to create infrastructure and create products in a tycoon and you have to create AI softwares? That'd be a cool tycoon, AI tycoon, where you create innovative ideas inside of Fortnite. But like the whole process of it is leveling up and gathering resources, gathering hardware and creating your own computer games and stuff like that. Like creating your own mobile game as a tycoon, like Mobile Tycoon or Computer Tycoon, where you create your own software inside the tycoon and make a better and better game and do better than everyone else. Pretty cool. I just came up with that at the top of my head. And I'm going to work on a Skylanders one very shortly. This one kind of looks like it's stealing my thumbnail. That kind of looks like Spyro, not going to lie, but it's not. So my Tycoon one, my Skylanders one is going to do fairly well because I played Skylanders my whole entire life and it was a very, very popular game. So this is what is this is what's popular right now. Guys, keep a lookout for the Tycoons, keep a lookout for the box PvPs, keep a lookout for and keep a lookout for the Zone Wars. What's going on, guys? Today I want to show you how I come up with good ideas, how you guys can come up with good ideas to actually make money inside of Fortnite. All right, so what I like to do is, we've all had memories as kids, all right? And a lot of them were IP-based things, like me watching Batman, or me playing Skylanders, or me doing XYZ anything in my life. Baseball, blah, 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 And a lot of these memories are tied to public companies that release, superhero things, they release sports, they release activities, they release entertainment, all right? And all of the stuff that I usually make based around my games are all stuff from my childhood memory. Why do I do this? Because I have a good recollection of everything that I've done in my life to this point, all right? Because when you're starting out, what do you have? You have nothing to base off of anything. You have no knowledge, no competence, no nothing. You don't even know what a good map looks like. So why not start from you and go outwards? So I know that sounds like some fairy tale ass bullshit, but it's not, okay? So when I made Skylanders, I was so passionate about it. So passionate about it. I knew it would do well because I put the effort into it. All right, and if you want to make good ideas, it all goes down to you, okay? So let's go on Fortnite GG. I want to show you guys something very, very tricky. Not tricky, but sticky. Icky, blicky, all right? Little freestyle, not included, wasn't supposed to be a part of the section, but download it on your playlist, okay? Cool. It's on your playlist, it's on Spotify, trending #1 already. Let's go, baby. Okay, cool. So if we're looking right here, we see the pit free-for-all. And Lego, if you didn't know, that just came out. Just came out to creative, and we already have this guy here who made a pit version of Gearsy's. That guy's a dumbass, by the way. That guy's like, he hates, like, I don't know, a lot of beef on that guy. But guys, this guy was so quick that he made a free-for-all game with Lego themed equipment. That fast. Guys, look, do you guys not see the geniusness of this idea? He was the first person, and look at the numbers. He thrived. If that doesn't tell you that that's not a good idea, then I don't know what does. So what we're going to do here, what I'm going to do here for you, is give you guys a list of ideas that you can innovate off of in ChatGPT. Off the top, raw documentation, all right? Let's go. Skylanders, Wreck-It Ralph, basketball, NFL, soccer, hockey, lacrosse, cricket. For Zone Wars, Peace Control, Realistics, 1v1, a Super 1v1 where the bullets have powers. That's never been done before, where the bullets have powers. Like, I just saw this new game. It was called 1v1 with TikTok music. Here, I'll show you guys it right now. It was doing fairly well, very well. Trying to find it. Where is it? It might have been dead now, but right here. Chill 1v1 TikTok music. Dude, what a genius idea, man. What a genius idea. It really just can't get more simpler than that. Right? Like, there's an FOV slider, and there's music that you can relax with, guys. Like, it doesn't have to be so complicated. Some of the simplest ideas are just so innovative, like this. Like, all they did was add music to the 1v1, right? To relax the mind, to make them more competitive, make them more focused up, right? And that's what he thought of. I guarantee you this guy was a professional player back in the day. Probably washed now, but sure he's retired, but he's doing better things. Look at this map that he just made. Good idea, right? So keep an eye on this one, guys. This one could blow up even more, like Bitcoin blowing up right now. All right, so let's keep going. This one.
piece control. Aim, edit, piece control. All in one, guys. All in one. Alright? So I just already gave you a list of ideas you can come from. But let me come up with some off the top. Alright, so here we have this boss battle. What if you guys made a Skylander Tycoon? What if you made like your own innovative twist to it? Right? Because when you're making ideas, you don't always have to copy people, bro. Just do something from the heart that you're passionate about it and just let it fly. Let him spread his wings, man. Seriously, guys. You are the key. You are the answer. How are you going to be successful if you're just emulating other people, bro? So when you're coming up with good ideas, you have to think of the concept. You have to think of the concepts, guys. All right, we're going to go back on ChatGPT. All right, ChatGPT, I'm going to show you guys good ways to come up with even more and better ideas. All right, give me good Fortnite map ideas. Fortnite map ideas. And a lot of people are like, screw AI. It's gay. It's not real. Dude, AI is the future. Relax, all right? Get out of here. All right, and when I made this video, I'm going to show you guys, I came up with this one video that I just made recently, and check out the channels. Ready? Watch this. Look, 1 out of 10. I just released this today. Look how good it's doing. It's because of the idea. But how to make good ideas, sometimes you have to use AI, so I'm guiding you guys. I'm telling you to use AI to make good ideas. That's the tutorial today, all right? Use AI, because that is one of the most beneficial tools of this decade. You guys are really missing out on not using tools that are so much more efficient than the human mind sometimes. Like for me, when I try to come up with ideas, I try to construct them around, okay, what's trending? How can I make this the most fastest? How can I make this the quickest? How can I combine it all in one? How can I get my thoughts out there? And ChatGPT, you can literally just ask it questions, have a conversation with it. Get your thought process flowing, guys. Write it down, bullet point it, and ask ChatGPT to solve it. Right? Like you can literally write a whole bunch of blabber and I say, hey, turn this into a Fortnite map. Like turn chocolate chips and Doritos into a Fortnite map. I'll do it right now. Watch. Watch. Ready? Turn chocolate chips, and Doritos into a Fortnite map. Look at this. Welcome to Snacktopia. Snacktopia Zone Wars, where you don't have weapons, you just have food. No one's gonna play that shit, but it's the idea, guys. This is how you make good ideas. All right? This is seriously how you do it. And I know you guys are gonna laugh and be like, this guy is stupid. He's saying the most dumbest shit right now. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. All right? Like, I may have like constructed it and like said it in a stupid ass way where most people wouldn't, but like I'm just expressing who I am, right? Like sometimes I say stupid analogies that are funny, but sometimes people don't clue into the point of what I'm trying to say. Is that you have to use the basic necessities and accessories that you have at your hand, at your disposal for free. And coming up with good ideas is not easy, but I just proved to you that it is. Right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this module. Hope you guys enjoyed this part section. Now we're going to go into Fortnite thumbnails. Right? So you have the good ideas. You know how to come up with good ideas. Right? But most of the good ideas come off of you. All right? And I know this was kind of like a, what did I learn from this? Right? But a lot of people overthink. What I'm doing is simplifying everything for you guys. So it's not so overcomplicated, so you're not so stressed and worried. It's so much more easier now. Is it not? Do you now feel more relaxed and calmed? I hope you do, because the ideas come with you, not anyone else. Sure, you can come with inspiration, but that's from you, guys. Like, and trying to articulate that to someone is super challenging. So I hope I could get my point across to you. I really hope I did. Right? It's time to take some execution, baby. It's time to take some action for the greater good of yourself. All right? And I've given you all the pieces, all the puzzles, all the things that I've solved for you today. I told you how to learn thumbnails. I've taught you what is verse code. How do I make a map? How do I make a thumbnail? How do I make a trending game? How do I come up with ideas, Davey, that actually work? I did that for you today. I've solved all of your questions, all of your fears, all of your concerns. And now it is up for you to take action and execute on games that you want to create for yourself. This is a business that's going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of time to get familiar with. And I'm warning you that you're going to have a lot of fun. You know, when most people say, I'm warning you, it's like a negative. There's a negative connotation to it. But you guys are going to have a lot of fun.
And I'm actually so thankful that I'm able to help people at a baseball level. I'm here to help you guys. You guys were once noobs, and now you guys are actually pros, right? You guys are actually going to be amidst the crowd, starting your own journey, starting your own venture, starting your own island, making your own maps. That is actually going to do well. I advise you guys all to join Fort Mafia and join the Discord of like-minded people that will motivate and inspire you. It's time for you guys to execute, man. Only come back when you have taken action and you've learned from what I've said and you've watched tutorials online from other people, not just me, that can help you. And now it's time to talk about your success. Success. I think that many of you guys will achieve in your Fortnite map making journey. And a lot of you guys may fail. But just like this diagram here, it's about how you can use the failures and learn from them. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the obstacles that come your way. And challenge yourself to persevere and get better. That is what makes a successful person. Learning from your failures, learning from your mistakes. Always learning and evolving and adapting with change and over time. Becoming a better person. It's not an easy task to make games that are going to be successful. You really have to dig deep in yourself and find the reason why you're not where you want to be. And I know for a fact that today, I've helped a lot of you guys, willing to change your life for the better and feel motivated and inspired to want to persevere and take on a great feat and make games of the future and make a lot of money and eventually retire your parent. I love you guys all, man. I'm wishing you the best. Motivation. The stuff that drives us forward. If you're looking at my screen right now, here is a person thinking that this jump would be impossible. But here he is, breaking the boundaries at a new profound level. And just like with success, and just like with the dreams that you want to achieve, stuff may feel impossible, man. And I remember 3 months ago when I started making maps, and I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I'd never make money. I thought I'd never be making $10,000 a month, let alone even $1,000 a month. Making games. And of course I do other businesses and stuff that make even more money, but I was never really focused on that. That's been stuff for years that I've been doing. And I saw myself really motivating myself, At the end of the day, we really only do have one life, and we get to choose how we want to live it. I believe in all of you guys that, if we really try, we can achieve what we want. I want to show you guys a video of mine 8 years ago that I made in spite of motivation. All right. So here we have little me, little Davy Skill, making a video 7 years ago. And obviously I'm not really always where I want to be. I have a lot to go. And I actually had a video. Because when I started this channel, it was 2013, October 6th, and I had a video titled My First Ever Video. This is my first ever video.